It's Christmas, and I got a few exciting gifts this year. I wanted to show you. First, I got a record player from my brother's wife, McKenna. She's the best, and she got me my first ever record player, which is so sick. I've been wanting one for a while, but it's for some reason it's one of those purchases that I just never really thought of purchasing myself. I've actually gifted it. I literally just gifted one for Christmas for my little sister-in-laws because they're huge Taylor Swift fans, and so they've never like thought about vinyl or whatever. So I got them a record player and I got them four records. I think 1989, Folklore, Evermore, and Lover, because they're obsessed and they kind of freaked out over it. But I never thought of getting myself one. But she just got me one, my brother's wife, McKenna. And I'm so excited. On top of that, she got me, this is my number one artist for Spotify Wrapped last year. Or sorry, this year. Leve. Or Laffy. Or Loive. Yeah, she was my favorite artist this entire year. And still is. I listen to her almost every day. There's just something so unique about her sound and her lyrics and her melodies, and she's doing something I didn't think was possible in this era of music. So it's pretty much like just bringing back jazz and old music and classical music in a way that's still so true to how it feels back then, but still so modernized, and it just kind of blew my mind. And I've been listening to her for a while, like since she was a smaller artist too. So it's inspiring to watch as well, because she's pretty new in terms of public recognition and like mainstream. She's insane, and I got the record for that from McKenna too. So thanks, Kenna. It's so insane. I'm kind of talking quietly because it's like midnight now on Christmas Day, and I think everybody's pretty tired. As you can tell, I am exhausted. Like, this is me exhausted. I think I had 2.5 hours of sleep last night because our family's kind of crazy. We have, I think, technically 4 Christmases. So last night was my dad's side of the family, and they do this giant Secret Santa thing. That's really fun. And so we have a huge family. There's like 30 cousins in this Secret Santa extravaganza. And so, and they also, sorry, I have a cough. I had bronchitis for weeks, and like, it was so bad I couldn't even eat or sleep. It was like, it would wake me up in the middle of the night. I was coughing so bad. I got it from my friend. And it just sucks. Oh my God. It's been probably weeks, maybe a month now. And I still have it, which is mind-blowing because it kind of stops me from recording music because I can't sing that well. But we push on. So sorry for the cough in advance. As I cough. Another record she got me, McKenna, again, just coming in clutch every single moment, every single time. Noah Kahan, my second biggest artist of this year. She kind of just knows me like the back of her hand, so she knows me very well, and got me this, which I'm so excited for. I didn't even unwrap it yet. I've been listening. I went to Europe for a couple months, and the 2 artists I played the most were Leve and Noah, and they have such a way with words. I think I fell in love with the way they could turn seemingly negative situations and life experiences that just beat you down into beautiful, beautiful songs that soundtrack your life and kind of take you to a place that you didn't know it could. And it makes you see both sides of things, like the good and the bad of the situation, which I think is iconic songwriting, which I think both of these artists have. So, big fan. I saw him live actually a couple weeks ago, or maybe a couple months ago, in Tampa, Florida. He blew my mind because he went from under 1,000. He said he couldn't even sell out 1,000 cap venues. God, I hate this cough. I'm so sorry. Not even 1,000 cap venues, to doing 20,000, selling out 20,000 cap arenas in under a year, which I've never seen before, and it's mind blowing. And the dedication of his fans was stellar. It was one of the loudest concerts I've ever been to, besides maybe Taylor Swift. every lyric was being screamed at the top of anyone's lungs. So he's a really special artist to me. Since he's also blowing up recently, he's made a profound impact on me and the culture. A lot of folk music is coming back, which is a fantastic movement. Fantastic movement to be about. Let's see what else we got. So sorry, excuse me. Okay. Now these artists coming up were they transformed me from the first moment I was listening to music. I didn't really listen to music at all much until I was maybe 15 years old. One of the first artists I ever listened to, here, I'll show you this one. One of the first artists I ever listened to, funnily enough, and they're a controversial band because you either love them or you hate them. And I enjoy the polarity. I really like the fact that you either love these guys or you hate these guys. I think all the best art is that way. It's really, it's really polarizing. I think good art, or not good, great art, the best art in the world is really polarizing. And I think it's compelling in the way that it draws a raving fan and also a raving hater. So that band would be AJR. And I think they're special because I heard Weak, one of their biggest songs, on Spotify, and I was like, this is an incredible song, lyrically, sonically, in every way. I loved the feeling that the song gave me. And then I saw on Spotify that they had tickets. They were going to come play in Orlando, which is where I grew up, in a week from then. So like I heard the song. A week later, I was at their show because their show was like $15, I think. So I told my brother, hey, there's this band I just found out about. I literally don't know any other song besides this, but it's $15, and what could go wrong? And went to the show, and long story short, it kind of just changed my life forever. I remember standing there, not knowing I ever wanted to do music. I remember standing there watching them in this tiny venue. It's called The Social. It's one of my dream venues to play. I can't wait to play it. It's like 300 cap venue. Only 300 people can fit there. They didn't even sell it out. But so you're so close to the artist because it's such a small venue. Sorry, excuse me. And they were playing, and I just remember like being starstruck. Again, I didn't even know these guys. Like I heard them for a week before. I remember standing there and thinking, like, whatever they're doing, that's what I want to do with my life. Like, I remember looking at the lead singer, Jack, this dude, and I remember thinking, that's what I want to do with the rest of my life. Like, if I could do that, like, whatever that is, that's insane. And I mean, it wasn't until years later where I would even consider making music. I tried right after that, but I failed miserably, so I kind of quit and gave up. And that show changed my life. It made me realize that's what I want to do with my life, and took me years to like actually go for it, but this was like the seed of that. And I owe it to these guys. I love them. The Click is also one of the first albums I ever listened to the entire way through. I never really listened to albums before these guys, and excuse me, they kind of opened the door for me. So big shout out to AJR. They made a really big impact in my life. Next to that, biggest impact too. Again, and also I was forgetting to say, my brother's getting me all of these. No, sorry, this one is from my brother, who's the best on the planet. I love my brother to death. He got me this like limited edition because this album's old. So, and okay, next artist that really, really, really changed my life. In the way that I would want to navigate my career. 2, operate in a personal and business sense, and I'll explain that in a little bit. And then also in the sound and the lyrics, and also in his career path. Okay, let me break all that down. So that artist would be Jon Bellion, and the reason for that is because as he was creating, he would drop these videos of like the making of series and how he would make his songs from scratch. And I thought that was just mind-blowing to watch. And also, you could also see who he was as a person. He really valued family. He never wanted to leave them for too long, and makes an effort to always be there for his family, and kind of threw away a lot of fame just to be more with his family. Like, he could have done arenas. He was doing like 6,000 to 10,000 cap venues at the peak of his career with All Time Low. And he decided to not even release like an album after that, and just stay home with his family. And he could have just kept going and touring double the venues and double the bigger shows. And he just chose to stop it all just to be with his family. And I greatly admire and respect that. And I could see myself doing the same thing one day. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to play shows until the day I die. So we'll see. But he also kept up his career by doing songwriting instead. So he's always a writer. My dream is to write for other artists as well. And when he's not touring, he's just writing for other artists. But he still does it at home in New York City. He invites artists to his childhood home, or the home he lives at now, with his family. And I just really admire him as a person. Again, and then the way he navigated his career. I would want to do what he did. You know, write songs for other artists and have them be hit global smashes and whatever. And then also have your own career, blow that up. And then, yeah, he's an incredible producer too. I'm a producer, and so he really inspires me at that. Excuse me. But yeah, he's so inspiring. My brother got me this too, and I'm so excited. Like, this album actually really changed my life too. Probably one of the most relatable albums I ever heard. Every line, every lyric is like verbatim my story, and so he kind of told my story for me, which makes it hard to write because he said it all. Okay, in the most recent impact, besides all these artists, I feel like I'm so dumb because I'm way too late to the game for this. Honestly, these guys are they're one of my newer discovery. I say discovery, you'll see, it's stupid to say discovery, but newest obsessions, and I would say probably the most impactful. I would maybe rate these guys number one. Honestly, all these artists are like tied for number one, but truly, I think these guys are my number one artists ever. And I'm way late to the game. I'm way late to the bandwagon because I don't know. I guess it just wasn't ready for me yet. It wasn't my time. I didn't feel what they were talking about. And those guys would be 21 Pilots. 21 Pilots. Yeah, I'm late. I know. I'm kind of stupid. I'm a loser for being so late. But I recently started, like, I never listened to obviously you hear their hits on the radio and whatever a million times over until you get sick of it. But I never listened to their full albums. And my favorite album from them is Vessel, next to Blurry Face, but I think it is Vessel. And I'm diving into the story of Tyler Joseph, the lead singer, and all these and these guys just writing such like visceral, deep lyrics that if you were writing, you would be afraid to show your family, and they were willing to write that. I think there's so much bravery and courage in the best artists ever. You have to be so courageous to write what you actually feel. One, right? It's hard to write that even for yourself and not show anybody. And then two, to do that and then do it at a global scale. And Tyler Joseph wasn't afraid of showing his feelings and being vulnerable and saying things that would scare your family to hear, and you know they're going to hear it, and he still does it regardless. And I just always admired that. And lyrically, I think this band has probably saved more lives than a lot of other bands or artists. Like, I was thinking today, I was going on a walk, and I'm like, I don't think, like, obviously I make music for myself, one, and for you guys too, right? And I think I was like, oh, I always wanted to change lives with my music. But the word popped into my head today on my walk, and I was like, I want to save lives with my music. I don't want to just change them. I want to save lives. And I think 21 Pilots, I think 21 Pilots saves lives. Not think, they do. Yeah, because they're willing, sorry, the cough is so bad. They're willing to go to places that most people aren't. And in their work, in their art, in their work ethic, they're just not afraid to go there. And I really want to go there with my stuff. So I love them. I love Tyler Joseph. He's so inspiring to me. I mean, I did a show earlier this year. It was my first show ever, and I literally modeled my show after theirs, like all my mannerisms and stuff and what I did. I pretty much ripped it from them because I thought they were so compelling the way they would perform and excuse me, play live and to people. It's it's special. I always thought he was so special. Even like the way I trained my voice, I wanted to sing so much like him. Yeah, he's insane. I love Tyler Joseph, and he changed my life. He saved my life. So that's what I want to do. He's inspiring as an artist, and then for me as well to like how I want to approach creating music for people and for myself and for people, obviously. And I also admire him in the way he navigates family life. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, the way he navigates his family life is so beautiful. Like I was literally, since it's Christmas Day, I saw his wife Jenna post up a story of him just playing. There was like 20 kids just frolicking around in their house, and he's just playing like ukulele, like singing like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and he's just playing it. And he looks so happy. The kids look so happy. It looks like he kind of just put his career on a halt to just be with his family and have a bunch of kids, and he has another one on the way. And yeah, he just seems like a good father. He's been through a lot, and I love the way he's like, I want to start a family, and he did it, and didn't really care about his career slowly going and whatever, or keeping up with touring and all this stuff that like most people are scared of. He's all about the family life, and I really, really can't wait to start a family one day. Probably too young to be thinking about that, but I do think about it all the time. That part of life really excites me. So, yeah, I love this band. I love Tyler Joseph. Probably, maybe no, all these artists. Every artist I just put up, I could put number one. But honestly, I think 21 Pilots could take it for me. They're just so special. And if my music can like be 1% as impactful as theirs, because I think their music is impactful. I think a lot of music is just filler noise, vibe, energy, and that's good, and it has a market, and it's great, whatever. Not whatever, but I literally listen to that music all the time. But like music with deep emotions and feelings and vulnerability, I think is hard to come by, and I think all my favorite artists have that to like probably an uncomfortable degree, and it inspires me as an artist and how I want to navigate my career and how I want to do the same for people that are listening to me. I'm trying to do all of that, so yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I admire these. I can't believe I have vinyls of them, so thank you to Joseph, my brother. Thank you to Kenna, his wife. They're honestly the best. I don't know what I'd do without them. But yeah, those are a few of my favorite artists. And yeah, I don't know. Just wanted to pop in and kind of show you guys and talk about my favorite artists and show you the vinyls that I can't believe I have. Like, it's so sick. But it's Christmas. I got home and I just wrote a song. I was really going through it for some reason. I don't know why. Have you heard of the concept post-concert depression, right? And in post-concert depression, it's like right after a concert, like something you've been waiting for months. It's your favorite artist. Like you have this insane, like out-of-body experience almost, when you're seeing your favorite artist. And right after the show ends, you just get so depressed. It is so sad. It is the heaviest weight on your shoulders. You're just staring at a wall. You don't know what to do anymore because this moment you've been waiting for your entire life just came and went like that. And it's like that, but then apply that feeling to being with a bunch of people that you love, being with family, being with friends, whatever. I call it like post-hangout depression. I get that every time. And the funny thing is, I love being alone. And my music, the best music I make is made completely alone. But right after I'm with family or with friends, with people, I'm on this crazy high, and I'm enjoying every second and moment of it. Everybody you love, everybody you miss. You're hanging out, you're talking, you're having fun. As soon as I leave, I just come crashing down, and yeah, I just get so sad because I'm like, I don't know. Like all the chemicals leave my body and I'm just left with nothing. And I don't know what to do anymore. So I went for a walk. I wrote a couple lines on the walk, came back home. I was like, the reason why I make music is like, it's my therapy. Without it, I can't understand myself. I can't understand my own feelings. I can't feel what I feel. Or if I feel too much and it's way too overwhelming, like I'm gonna like lose my mind. The only thing that helps it, literally, besides, no, literally the only thing that helps, there's no besides. The only thing that helps it is writing a song. And so I came home, I wrote a song. I felt so much better. Like I forgot that's what I make music for because, excuse me, for a long time I was just thinking, okay, song a day, just write a song a day, just make it in music, quote, whatever that means, right? Make a living off of music, blow it up, go on tour, like all these dreams you have as an artist. And when you're doing that and when it's your full-time job, which I'm so lucky and grateful to be able to do, you forget why you make music sometimes. And coming back to that today was so wonderful. And like the song doesn't even have to be good. Nobody even ever has to hear it. Although I am posting them pretty much every day because I'm trying to get over that fear of just posting my raw thoughts. It's crazy because it's like posting your personal diary and journal to the world every single day. Like your journal that you would like, nobody will ever see this. I'll never reread this. I'm posting, like imagine taking that and posting it up online every day. That's pretty much what it's like if you're writing a song a day and putting it up. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Not trying. That's what I'm doing for the next unforeseeable future. I've been writing a song a day for a little bit, and this is my favorite challenges to do. Excuse me, but yeah. So I've been doing that, and it's the only way I can cope with anything. So that's why a lot of my music tends to be really emotional, really sad. Because it's just the best time to write, or not the best time. It's the only time I can write at any moment, but it's the only time that I'm writing, and like it literally is saving me. It's like taking a drug, if that makes sense. Like how people have to smoke a cigarette to be able to breathe from all the stress and anxiety. I have to go and write a song. So yeah, that's what I do. That's my cigarette per se. But I did that and it helped so much. And now I'm filming this because I was like, I do love making content. I always thought I didn't like making content, but this to me is fun. Like 22 minutes just flew by. I'm just yapping. I'm rambling. I don't care if anybody even watches this, but this was so fun for me. And I think about like my future family watching this and anybody that actually is interested in me somehow. Somehow this gets to them and somehow this is inspiring or whatever. That inspires me, so I really enjoy this, even if literally nobody watches it, which probably nobody will. Yeah, but that was kind of my day. That is Christmas, and back on a song a day. I'm gonna be writing and posting. I'm gonna be just trying new things, just writing, trying to go on tour next year, trying to blow everything up, and I don't know. We'll see what happens, but yeah, got a lot of hope for the future. So that's kind of all I have. That's kind of all I got. But I got you guys, so this will be fun. This will be really fun along the ride. So yeah, that is all I got for today. I'm going to try to do a lot more of these because I just personally enjoy them. I don't care if anybody watches it, so I'm going to start making these for myself. But yeah, that was my day today, and those are all my favorite artists. And I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.